In this video, I'll explain you why website loading slowly. Here we will get deep into loading process and understand how we can improve results. To see detailed view, let's go to web page test result and see how it's loading. Below you can see waterfall view. Click on it to open detailed view. In detailed view, you can see files that loading and time to load them. As you can see, files loading one by one. Also, above list, you can see factors that affecting on loading. For example, here you can see how many time it takes to ping your server. That's DNS. Also, beside of that, you can see connection time to server and loading time of all parts of website, like CSS, HTML, and others. Now let's analyze which part of loading takes too much time and how we can improve it. Well, here you can see that DNS takes enough time after it connects to our server, but that's not taking too much time. Most of the loading time takes HTML. If you will click on first line, you will see detailed view of loading process. Here you can see that DNS lookup takes about 458 milliseconds and other details. After first connection, server starting loads CSS files. CSS files mostly have a files, and beside of that, it's loading JavaScript files. Also, we can see that it's also loading some other files that located on side servers like fonts from Google or some JavaScript from Cloudflare. Side connection also affecting on speed, as every connection takes time. If you will scroll down, you will see how server working when every visitor visiting your website. Beside of files weight, request number also affecting on website speed. If I'll scroll to the end of the page, we will see that right now we have 184 requests to the server. That's too much. Now let's collect all information that we saw in the loading process and understand how work and what affecting on loading process. Right now, first time byte is too high. We need to describe this time to make the website faster. Next, what we get is a request count to server is too high. We need to describe request counts. Next, what we understand here is our file weight is too much, and that's another reason what's slowing down website. Now I want to explain you what's the reason of slow first byte time. There are different reasons why first byte time can take too much time. First byte time counting on few factors. First, server response time. Response time depends where your server located and from where visitor visiting your website. Next factor here is your web hosting speed. Better hosting, fast speed. PHP version of your server also affecting on speed of your website. Old version of PHP working slower than newest. Also, if on your server install additional PHP modules, they can also affect on first byte time. The last thing here is a site caching and user browser. About these reasons we will talk in next videos. By too many requests, I mean that there are too many CSS, JavaScript, and images. To make website faster, we need a discrete amount of these files. Well, how website weight counting? Website weight is a weight of file that loading when page opening. There have images, videos, documents, and styles. You need to make these files as light as possible to load them faster. You can see that there's have too much work to do. That's why let's start work on website to make it faster as a rocket.